Have you ever wondered how often you should replace your bike helmet? We've come to Met headquarters in Italy to find out. Met have been producing helmets since 1987 and they're industry leaders when it comes to the rigorous safety testing of every helmet in their range. Sometimes it'll be obvious when you need to replace your helmet, but other times a minor crash or bump will have you wondering whether it's safe to ride in again. Let's speak to Matteo, Met Product Manager, to answer some of the most commonly asked questions about the lifespan of a helmet. So Matteo, how does a crash affect a helmet, and is one crash type worse than another?
Well, crash from everyday life is affecting the helmet in a way that the helmet cannot be used anymore. Sometimes it's even impossible or very complicated to see internal cracking, but in any case, each crash, despite the speed of the energy, is working, absorbing energy and affecting the helmet structure, causing a situation that the helmet cannot be used and has to be replaced.
Yeah. And how does Met test for different type of crashes?
The procedures start from product development at the beginning, making simulation with a computer analysis, and is given a forecast of the testing results.
So you test how a helmet is going to perform before the helmet is even produced in real life?
Even before the final design is fixed, and it's helping, of course, in completed development, optimizing the structure, making the helmet more ventilated, more compact, more safe.
So if someone just rides regularly and they don't take a massive amount of care of their helmet and their helmet looks fine after, say, 3 or 4 years, how does general wear and tear affect the lifespan of the helmet?
Well, the lifespan of an helmet is influenced by the condition of use. We are normally suggesting every 3 years to replace the helmet, despite the helmet is not showing evident marks of the age.
So how does the weather affect the lifespan of a helmet? Does too much sunshine, for example, affect it?
For sure, the hot temperature is affecting the helmet because it's reducing a lot the mechanical properties of an helmet. The hot temperature, for instance, leaving an helmet into the car in the summertime is basically killing the possibility of the helmet to protect us. Yeah. It's for sure.
And what about things like minor bumps, when people putting their helmet into their car, people putting their helmet on their handlebars, for example? How does that affect?
Well, the everyday care of the helmet is very important to not having the helmet becoming ineffective in case of crash. Well, let's go inside to take a look over some new helmets.
Cool.
Here we have the selection from Bluegrass range to Met range for 2017 season. It's important to say that all those helmets, starting from Bluegrass to mountain bike helmets, the famous ESTM certified parachute and the kit helmets, are all certified accordingly, the same standard procedure. That's to say, also for instance, for baby helmets like Elfo, Ingenio and Vade Superbatin, there is the same testing procedure that is applied for higher part of the range, including the helmet we produced. That one is the Manta Cavendish edition. This is also combining properties in terms of aerodynamics, thanks to the shape of this model.
So the kids' helmets are tested to the same level as the top-end Cavendish helmet?
Absolutely, exactly.
Matteo, where are we now?
Here we are in our internal laboratory. It's one of the most important places of our office. Here we are testing the helmets, starting from the validation of the project, arriving to the batch testing for each production.
And what type of testing has been going on with this parachute?
Well, for this parachute, the testing focused on ASTM. ASTM is the only available safety standard in the world for downhill and BMX. Here we have an helmet we tested, and we did also in this case quite extreme approach to the validation of this product, because normally only 4 impacts here are required to validate the helmet, say the helmet is conform. Here we did probably 6, and we can see that the result is pretty good because the integrity of the helmet is still complete.
Yeah, I was amazed actually how intact the helmet stayed, especially with the force that we could see was being put on it. Just because your helmet looks fine to ride in doesn't mean those years of sweaty rides haven't taken their toll. Who knows when you're going to need those safety features the most? If it's time for you to get a helmet upgrade, let us know in the comment section below.